Okay, I know that you've been working in your Arkansas booklet, and I wanted to read to you today's social studies. Today is Wednesday. We are on AR 14 through 19 according to your planner. Hopefully, you've been coloring in your booklet regularly. Early Arkansas. Our words today are artifact, paleo Indians, longhouse, and territory. Scientists have found that artifacts have shown that people lived in Arkansas as long as 12,000 years ago. Artifacts are objects made by people in the past. The first people known to have lived in Arkansas are called the Paleo Indians. Later, other Native American groups came to Arkansas. Some of these were the Quapaw, the Caddo, and the Osage. These Native American groups hunted and farmed on this land. They even named most of the places. The word Arkansas is an Indian name. Ways of life. The Quapaw lived in villages along the Arkansas River. They built large wooden homes called long houses. Several families lived in each longhouse. They would hunt, fish, and farm the land around them. They would grow corn, beans, and even squash. The Caddo lived in villages in southwestern Arkansas. They built circular houses made of wood and grass. The Caddo were farmers. They also hunted bear, deer, raccoon, and turkey. The Osage, they were pretty much aggressive, mostly lived in Missouri. During different times of the year, they came to hunt in the Ozarks of northern Arkansas. You can see them all working here. This is an image, not a photo, an image of Caddo Indians. And they had the circular homes. Exploring Arkansas. During the 15 and 1600s, European explorers began traveling to North America. They were looking for gold and other treasures. In 1541 specifically, Hernando de Soto of Spain became the first European to explore Arkansas. The next Europeans to visit the area were French explorers Jacques Marquette and Louis Joliet. In 1673, they traveled down the Mississippi to the Arkansas River. In 1682, French explorer René Robert Cavelier, or Cavalier, however you pronounce it, it's French, known as Sieur de la Salle, claimed the Mississippi Valley for France. He called the area Louisiana, claiming the land. Arkansas was part of the French land claim of Louisiana. It's called the Louisiana Purchase. It tripled the size of the United States. France and Spain both hoped to set up trading posts in the area that included Arkansas. They built settlements along the rivers to help with trade. Forts helped protect the settlements. You live in a town that used to be an actual fort. In 1686, Henry de Tonty, one of the officers in La Salle's group, built the first permanent European settlement in Arkansas. It was called Arkansas Post, which is still a town. France tried to establish other settlements in the area, but none of them lasted very long. In 1762, France gave Louisiana to Spain. Then in 1800, Spain transferred it back to France. They couldn't decide what they wanted to do with it all. All right, more on the Louisiana Purchase. This is courtesy of Thomas Jefferson, the third American president. It was difficult for France to control the Louisiana Territory all the way from across the Atlantic Ocean. A territory is an area owned and governed by a country, but it's not yet a state. France also needed money to fight a war with Britain. So in 1803, France sold the property of Louisiana to the U.S. for a very low price. They needed money, and they needed it pretty desperately. This was called the Louisiana Purchase. Now, we were already established in the green areas, and then they purchased the purple area, which included our home state. The U.S. grows. The Louisiana Purchase made the U.S. twice as large. American settlers soon began moving west in great numbers. Eventually, the Louisiana Territory was divided into several states, including Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. And more than that. The Arkansas Territory was formed in 1819. About 14,000 people lived there at the time. By the 1830s, American settlers were moving to the area in great numbers. They built homes and established villages and towns. This reminds me of Amanda in Boomtown. Many settlers grew cotton, wheat, tobacco, and corn. And there's a lady over there making baskets. In 1836, not very long after that, Arkansas became a state. We'll check that out next week. You can work in your booklet some more this wonderful Wednesday. Have a good one.